First, a little about myself. My name is Stephen Reyes. I'm 17 years old and an accounting major at the Fox School of Business at Temple University. Growing up, I was a well rounded student that practiced different sports and musical instruments. I played for the varsity soccer and tennis teams for Emmaus High School and played different types of the saxophone for the symphonic and jazz bands, including the alto, baritone, and tenor. I also took lessons and practiced jazz piano as a hobby. I chose to be a business major because I have always had an interest in the business world and in high school was very interested and excelled in my math and English courses. Many of my friends and close acquaintances would say I am a hard, diligent, and on-time worker as well as an enjoyable person. I've developed skills in group work as a partner and a leader and am always willing to work in any role needed for group success. P. Diddy is my biggest role model and who I hope to be like as a future businessman. The mindset of P. Diddy is one I try to mimic every day in everything I do. His positive, go-getter attitude is something that inspires me to be the best I can be in all areas of my life. Some of my previous employment positions include similar jobs as a line worker at a fairly large theme park and a local pizzeria. These jobs gave me experience in many forms of customer service, including informing, serving, and listening, but also, and more importantly, it gave me an insight on how businesses work. These first two jobs are what really inspired me to go into business in college. Along with my strong grades and interest in business-related classes, including business law and accounting, I was sure that business school was something I would enjoy, be interested in, and most importantly, be successful in. After college, I hope to start my own business, work for another major company, or attend graduate school to study and become a lawyer. Next question is a significant accomplishment in my life. When asked about a significant accomplishment in my life, the first thing that comes to mind is my high school freshman year science project and science fair. I've been taking biology class like the majority of the other freshmen. Science had always been a subject that troubled me and required more time and work to achieve success in. When I was given this project, I knew I had to put in a lot of time and work to achieve the high grade I desired. The project I decided to do was a series of experiments on measuring levels of vitamin C in different juices and analyze the results and their meanings. My teacher explained how the best projects would be asked to attend the regional science fair, and the winners would move on to a weekend at Penn State University's main campus to present our projects a final time at the state level. As soon as I learned this project was a competition, I was inspired to win it all. I received a perfect score from my teacher and was asked to present at the regional level, where I did fairly well again and moved on to the state level. During the time before the trip to Penn State with my friends and opponents, I continued to perfect my project in hopes to receive one of the scholarships given to the best projects. I went to my teacher and did all that I could to perfect my project before the big day. I did all that I thought I could and had a great weekend and presentation at Penn State. Finally, it came to the end of the weekend and the award ceremony I had been waiting for, it felt like forever to hear my name. Once I hadn't been called for first, second, or third place, my friends started joking, saying I hadn't placed. Until my name was called for one of the honorable mentions. I was ecstatic to receive a better score than my friends, despite not winning the scholarship. All my hard work had paid off and was one of the best feelings in the world. Although I didn't receive a scholarship, I knew I did the very best I could and it still paid off. The certificate I received for that science project is still one of the most prestigious awards I've won, above the trophies in sports and music that mean more but required less work. The final question is, what have I learned from our human resources management class? I've learned a lot from our HRM class, but three things that I have learned and have proved to be important to myself are mission, values, and vision. These are the major components of any potential business strategy. For example, Google incorporates all three of these into their business strategy. Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Google's vision is how they believe that an open web benefits all users and publishers. However, open need not mean free. We believe that content on the internet can thrive supported by multiple business models. Lastly, Google's values include focus on the user and else will follow. It's best to do one thing really, really well, and fast is better than slow, just to name a few. This class and learning about different companies' mission and values and vision have inspired my own personal mission, values, and vision. My mission is to be successful, but also to make the world a better place through change. My values include quality over quantity, family and friends, and success for humanity before success for myself. I have also learned a lot about different companies and their modern success from the Wall Street Journal articles we have been assigned to read. The different articles have taught me different current events and interesting current affairs about major companies and their projects. For example, the Facebook article that was assigned proved to be very interesting and easy to relate to given how big a part Facebook plays in the majority of young adults and students as well as my own. Another major part of business that I have learned from this class would be organizational structure and how the different levels work. For example, a tall organization starts with the CEO at the top and progresses downward vertically through levels of responsibility and power. All positions have a boss or leader to look up to, but also work for in hopes of a promotion. Except for the CEO, of course, who cannot be promoted, but definitely has an executive position to work and maintain. This class has taught me a great deal about leadership and how to work in a group, but more importantly, how to work in the different positions of a group.